As we get ready for Game 2 of our Cavalier doubleheader, we have time for some between-game entertainment. We'll begin with featuring one of our fine sponsors who is with us all year long, and then we'll follow that with a look at a couple of Cavalier players who have played in the major leagues. All of that coming up right after this brief timeout.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Time now to say thank you to one of our fine sponsors who is supporting us all year long. Today, we'd like to thank Slayton's Technology for providing us the IT support we need from time to time.
When your computer's acting strange, Slayton's here to ease your pain. Let it flow. When tech goes on the fritz and frustration kicks in, Slayton's Technology, we're your trusty kin. From malware to backups, we've got what you need. Call us up, we'll plant the seed. Slayton's on the way, your heroes in disguise. For businesses large and small, we're the ultimate prize. 715-864 get the IT help you desire. Just wait and see. Afraid to drive it off a cliff. That tech can drive you mad, but Slayton swoops in, turning bad into glad. Death, backup recovery, we've got your back. No matter the size, we'll keep you on track. Don't let those glitches steal your peace of mind. We fix it fast with solution design. Managed checkers, assistant play, everything's secure. With Slayton's by your side, you'll feel so pure. When tech goes on the fritz and frustration kicks in, Slayton's Technology, we're your trusty kin. From malware to backups, we've got what you need. Call us up, we'll plant the seed. Reach out today, don't hesitate. Slayton's will help eliminate the The official IT provider for the Northern Lights. Webcasting your team, we're reaching new heights. Your tech is our passion, your workflow our aim. With Slayton's on the job, you'll never feel shame. So let's get it started, don't wait another day. Pick up that phone, we'll show you the way. When tech goes on the fritz and frustration kicks in, Slayton's Technology, we're your trusty kin. From malware to backups, we've got what you need.
Without this and other fine sponsors, we wouldn't be able to bring you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball. Be sure to thank our sponsors whenever you get the opportunity. Stay tuned. Coming up is more Between Game Entertainment.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. How to safely build a fire, and how to control the flames. But I can only teach wildfire prevention. Only you can prevent wildfires.
Since 1971, the Eau Claire Cavaliers have been a stepping stone to Major League Baseball for over a dozen players. We're going to recognize some of those Cavaliers who climbed the ladder to play in the major leagues in our feature called Cavaliers to MLB. Today in Cavaliers to MLB, we'll look at former Cavaliers Gary Varsho, Mark Mercer, and Eric Hillman, who all played with the Cavaliers in the 1980s.
Gary Varsho played for the Chicago Cubs, Pittsburgh Pirates, Cincinnati Reds, and Philadelphia Phillies. Varsho was selected by the Chicago Cubs in the 5th round of the 1982 June draft as a second baseman and made his MLB debut with the Cubs on July 9, 1988. His first major league hit came off Ed Whitson on July 9, 1988 against the San Diego Padres. After being traded to the Pirates, Varsho connected off the Cubs' Sean Bosky for his first big league home run on July 2, 1992 at Wrigley Field. Varsho appeared for the Pirates in the 1991 and 1992 National League Championship Series, where he singled twice in 3 at-bats as a pinch hitter. Primarily an outfielder, Varsho played 14 years of pro baseball, including 8 seasons in the major leagues. When his playing days were over, Varsho coached for the Phillies and the Pirates. While with the Cavaliers in 1981, Varsho had 205 at-bats and recorded 74 hits, 6 of which were doubles with 5 triples, and a home run. He scored 61 runs and drove in 48, with a batting average of .361. Mark Mercer is a former pitcher for the Texas Rangers, who came to the Cavaliers following his major league career. Born at Fort Bragg, North Carolina, Mercer went to high school at Minneapolis West High and attended college at Hill Junior College. He was drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates in the first round of the secondary phase of the 1973 amateur draft out of Hill College. He was released by the Pirates during spring training in 1976. He left professional baseball for 2 full seasons before signing with the Rangers prior to the 1978 season. While with the Cavaliers in 1983, Mercer appeared in 13 games and pitched 96 innings, allowing 21 earned runs and striking out 107, while compiling a 10-2 record and an ERA of 1.97. John Eric Hillman, better known as Eric, is a former Major League Baseball and Nippon professional baseball pitcher. Hillman played high school ball at Homewood Flossmoor in suburban Chicago, and then collegiately at Eastern Illinois University. He pitched his entire 3-year MLB career with the New York Mets from 1992 to 1994. After his MLB career, he pitched in Japan from 1995 to 1998 for the Chiba Lotte Marines and the Yomiuri Giants. Hillman was tied with fellow pitcher Randy Johnson for the tallest player in league history at 6'10", before later being passed by 6'11" John Roush. He also played 4 seasons in Japan. He played first with the Chiba Lotte Marines, where Bobby Valentine was manager. In 1995, his first season in Japan, Hillman had 12 wins and 9 losses. In 1996, he logged 14 wins and 9 losses and was voted the best 9. Hillman was also voted MVP of the 1996 All-Star Game. In 1997, the Yomiuri Giants purchased his contract, signing him to a 2-year deal. The Giants expected him to be a key player in their quest for a championship. While with the Cavaliers in 1986, Hillman appeared in 16 games, where he pitched 53 2/3 innings, allowing 21 earned runs while striking out 49, with an earned run average of 3.52.
Since 1971, the Eau Claire Cavaliers have long maintained a connection with Major League Baseball. We'll recognize more of that connection between games of the next Cavalier doubleheader. Meanwhile, get out to see a Cavalier game, as you never know which Cavalier player might just become a major leaguer.
Oh, right. Look at you taking the stairs. Who are you? Where are your lungs?
We are proud of you for quitting smoking, but you still may be at risk for lung cancer.
A routine cancer scan can detect it early when it's more curable. Good to know. Well, I gotta go somewhere.
So do we.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
You've been tuned to Cavalier Between Games. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Game 2 of today's Cavalier doubleheader.
When tech goes on the fritz and frustration kicks in, Sladen's technology where your trusty can. From nowhere to backups, we've got what you need. Call us up, we'll plant the seed. Sladen's on the way, your heroes in disguise. For businesses large and small, we're the ultimate prize. 715-864-2833, get the IT help you desire. Call 715-864-2833 today.
NLWN-TV presents Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball.
Under the lights, where legends are born, diamond warriors with heart that's worn, uniform shining, proud on the field, a title to win, a promise revealed, every pitch thrown, every swing that we take, together we rise, oh make no mistake, with bats and with balls.
Follow the Cavaliers all season long as they strive for another Chippewa River Baseball League title.
Cavaliers striving, hear the crowd roar, seeking a title, we're hungry for more, every base we run, every cheer that we hear, united we stand, with nothing to fear.
So now, let's go out to the ballpark in today's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball game.
The stakes, this is our moment, let's make no mistake.
And welcome back to Carson Park as we're getting ready for game number 2 of today's doubleheader. And Jay is busily writing down lineups, and so I will give you the starting lineups as best as I can read them off these lineup cards here. First of all, for the visiting Jim Falls Sturgeons, leading off. This is very similar to the lineup in game 1. The left fielder Jace Cota. Batting second will be shortstop Mason Tester. And batting third, boy, I tell you, it really fades away here on these lineup cards, is the catcher Bobby Soren. Batting fourth is right fielder Liam Brennan. Batting fifth is the second baseman Gavin Thompson. Batting sixth, the designated hitter Brady Smith. Batting seventh is the extra hitter, A.J. Schemenauer. Batting eighth, the first baseman, Colton Turner. Batting ninth, Carter Stelter. He's playing third base. And Evan Dennis out in center field is batting 10th. Jackson Google will be on the mound for the Jim Falls Sturgeons. For the Cavaliers, leading things off will be Brayton Tillman, who'll be in center field. Batting second will be Xavier Bebnester over at third base. At shortstop will be Caden Erickson. He's batting third. Batting fourth is Sam Knickerbocker behind the plate. Batting fifth, Logan Hesselman. He is at first base. Batting sixth is Trent Cornell. He's at second base. He's the newcomer to the Cavaliers. Cole Tyman is the extra hitter. He's batting seventh. The designated hitter is Riley Gopinski, and he's batting eighth. Batting ninth is Aiden Pankratz, and he's in left field. And batting 10th in right field is Trenton Palmer. And Cavaliers came away winners in game 1 by a score of 5-2, hoping to get out the brooms and make it a clean sweep today. Maybe getting a little help as well from other teams in the CRBL and close the gap a little bit. And while we wait to get things started, why don't we take this time out on NLWN-TV.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
You quit smoking and thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early, when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I'm serious, man. I actually got better when I'm high. If anything, I'm more careful. It just helps me focus. It just helps me focus, you know?
Love the hustle, Cliff.
Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. But with the routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I was a quarterback at Hardaway High School. College first-round draft pick. During the football season, I would stop eating. But I didn't know I was depressed. We didn't have any education behind what mental health was. I started to learn it starts here first. If this is together, I'll be better as a father and as a husband. We have to redefine what being a strong man is and heal, love your mind.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How was it? Is it good?
And the Cavaliers have taken the field as we're getting ready for Game 2. And on the mound for the Cavaliers is Eli Rathke. And Rathke is coming into today's game with a record of 2 wins and a loss. He has a 5.91 earned run average in 10 2/3 innings pitched. And I'm looking to see, there it is. And he has 9 strikeouts in those 10 2/3 innings. So just a little bit less than a strikeout an inning. Taking a look at the Cavs defensively, at third base is Bedminster. Erickson's at shortstop. Trent Cornell is over at second. Logan Hesselman at first. Sam Knickerbocker behind the plate. Out in the outfield is Pankratz, Tillman, and Palmer going from left to right. And like I said, on the mound is Eli Rathke. It's always a mad scramble between games to get lineups and everything written down. And we are just about ready to get things going.
Rick will tell everybody that today's Eau Claire Cavalier doubleheaders brought to you by Marine Credit Union with offices in Eau Claire and 3604 Oakwood Hills Parkway, and whose team's there to guide you. Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Cover food the way Mom used to make it with Midwest Environmental Consultants, lawn care and soil testing experts for Western Wisconsin. Autovision Center, windshield repair and replacement on North Claremont Avenue in Eau Claire. Slayton's Technology, the official IT provider for the Northern Light Webcasting Network. The Sunset House and RV Park in Port Mansfield, Texas, your best choice for your next hunting and fishing adventure, and the Chippewa Valley Museum, where you can connect with the roots of the valley in Carson Park.
Jace Cota watches the first one in the dirt, and the second pitch swung on a miss for strike one from Eli Rathke. Cota went 0 for 3 in game one. Rathke works from the stretch all the time. That pitch is just a little high for a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Rick Beyer behind the plate for game 2. Tim Wilson out on the bases. There's a foul ball into the Cavalier dugout. And that pitch is in the dirt. And the pitch, fly ball out to left field. Pankratz giving chase. Foul ball. Good thing it was foul because it was over the fence into the football field.
About the 5-yard line.
But, as they say, it's nothing but a loud strike. Full count to Jace Cota. Rathke at the belt, and the pitch. Strike 3 called on the inside corner, and Cota didn't like it, and he's being followed by Rick Beyer. He had something to say to Rick Beyer, and Rick Beyer didn't take to any of that. That's going to bring up Mason Tester, who went 2 for 3 in game 1. And the pitch. That's high for ball 1. And there's a fly ball out into shallow right field. Hesselman back, being called off at the last second by Cornell, and he makes the catch. So 2 down. And that's going to bring up Bobby Saran, who is 0 for 2 in game 1. He did have a sacrifice fly. And there's a strike on the inside corner. Rathke's got a breaking pitch that comes into those right-handed hitters, and they're bailing out on it, and it's catching the corner. That one, check swing, appeal down to first, but they say he didn't go, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Breeze is stiffened up a little bit, blowing from right across to left. Foul tip into the chest protector of Sam Knickerbocker. That's down. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the pitch outside for ball 2. Check swing outside, ball 3. The count now is full for 2 down in the top of the first inning to Bobby Soren. Eli Rathke at the belt, and the payoff pitch. Fly ball out to right field. Palmer coming in, going out is Hesselman, and he makes the catch. So the Sturgeons go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We've played a half inning in game 2, and it's the Jim Falls Sturgeons 0 Cavaliers coming to bat on NLWN-TV.
Debt doesn't have to be complicated. Let Marine Credit Union simplify your debt so you can feel good about your money. Schedule time to get started at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Honey, the kids are antsy. What can we do that will keep all of us entertained and won't break the bank?
How about we take them to the Cavaliers game? Tickets are inexpensive, there's popcorn, hot dogs, and other baseball treats, and great baseball action.
That's right, Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball, your best choice for affordable family entertainment. Check out the schedule at www.eauclaircavaliers.org.
Marine Credit Union is rewarding you for making on-time loan payments with our My Loan Rewards program. Take out a loan, open a checking account with a qualified direct deposit, and get money back. Chart your course. Get details at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
And we're back here at Carson Park. On the mound is Jackson Google for the Jim Falls Sturgeons. Taking a look at the Sturgeons defensively. Over at third base is Carter Stelter. At shortstop, Mason Tester. Second base is Gavin Thompson. Colton Turner is at first. Behind the plate, Bobby Saran. Out in the outfield, Jace Cota, Evan Dennis, and Liam Brennan. And Jackson Google on the mound. And Jackson Google comes into today's game. And I got to find it here. With a record of 1-0, he has an ERA of 0.54. So he's been pretty tough for other teams so far this year. He's gone 16 2/3 innings and has only given up one earned run in those 16 2/3 innings. Leading things off will be Brayton Tillman, and he went 0 for 3 in game one. Fouls that one off the left side. And there's a strike called. No balls, 2 strikes. A ground ball over to second, picked up by Thompson. Throw to first is in time. So Tillman grounds to second, brings up Xavier Bemnister. And the first pitch to Bemnister was a ball. Google delivers, swung on and missed. Strike called. Of course, if he swings and misses, it's a strike. Pitch is outside for a ball. And there's a high hopper over to short. Grabbed by Tester, throw to first, and it's in time. Bemnister grounds to short, brings up Caden Erickson. Erickson went 1 for 3 in game one. Scored a run. And the pitch. That's a strike called on the outside edge. No balls and 1 strike. That one's fouled back. Now it's 0-2. And the pitch. High pop-up foul territory. It's in play, and over making the catch is Colton Turner. And the Cavs go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. We've played one. No score from Carson Park on NLWN-TV.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
Auto Vision Center in Eau Claire, your source for auto glass repair and replacement. Their quality work comes complete with a lifetime warranty on workmanship. When it comes to windshield repair and replacement, Auto Vision Center provides mobile auto glass services with free estimates. So if your windshield needs help, call Auto Vision Center today. That's Auto Vision Center at 1631 North Claremont in Eau Claire. Call 715-834-5277.
Back here at Carson Park, heading into the top of the second inning. Due up for the Sturgeons is Liam Brennan, Gavin Thompson, and Brady Smith. And then following that, we'll have A.J. Schemenauer. So Liam Brennan went 0 for 3 in game one. And it's a strike called on the outside corner from Eli Rathke. And there's a ground ball over to second. Throw over to first is in time. Trent Cornell over to Logan Hesselman for the putout.
Here, Andy, you get that status clock 41. Jared Thompson.
So at the plate is Gavin Thompson. He went 1 for 3 in game one, and the first pitch is a ball. That's a called strike. And the pitch from Rathke swung on and missed right two. He threw the fastball by him. And that one just a little bit low for a ball. And that one's down in the dirt. So the count goes full. Rathke at the belt. And he delivers. That missed outside for ball 4. So the free pass to Gavin Thompson brings up Brady Smith. Smith was the pitcher in game one. He's the designated hitter in this game, so he did not have any at-bats in game one. He was credited with the loss in that game. That pitch is high. Ball 2. Rathke delivers. Strike called on the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. And a pitch. Throw it on to first. Not in time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. To Brady Smith. And he fouls that one away. So the count holds at 2-2. A lot of baseball coming your way this week yet. We have the rest of this game. Then we have vintage baseball tomorrow night on our sister station, NLWN-2. And that's fouled back into the backstop with the Menominee Blue Caps taking on the Afton Red Sox. That'll begin at 7 o'clock tomorrow night on NLWN-2. And then on Wednesday, we have the Cavs taking on the Augusta Athletics from Augusta. That one missed outside. Then Friday, we're right back here again at Carson Park as we have the Cavs taking on the Hudson River Rats. So it's a week full of baseball. There's a fly ball out into right field. Turner coming on. He makes the catch. A basket catch that he had to trap against his belt buckle. So for 2 down, remember, drop us a line on our YouTube broadcast. We'll give you a shout out. It's always fun to see where people are watching from. Pitch is outside. Got away from Knickerbocker. Down to second went Thompson. It's A.J. Schemenauer. He went 0 for 3 in game 1. Swing and a miss. 2 down. And the pitch. It's outside. Two balls, 1 strike. Rathke looks at second and delivers. Line shot, foul. That one screamed over into the bleachers on the left side. This is why you always pay attention when you're at a baseball game. Now, Lily also has other employment doing camera work for the Eau Claire Express, and that's about where you stand where that ball went screaming, isn't it? Ball fielded by Bemnister at third. Throw to first is in time. Nice play that time by Xavier Bemnister to make the throw to first in time to get Schemenauer. And the Sturgeons go down with no runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on base. We've played an inning and a half, and it's still no score from Carson Park on NLWN-TV.
I can't bounce. Oh my God. Wait, look. Wait, look at me.
Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax has just what you need when you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it. Mom's is open from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily and until 9 on Fridays with a complete breakfast menu. Lunch includes sandwiches, salads, wraps, and burgers, along with Mom's comfort food favorites, and don't forget dinner on Fridays with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee always hot, the breakfast always delicious, and lunch puts a smile on your face. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax.
And we are going to the bottom half of the second inning. Due up for the Cavaliers, Sam Knickerbocker, Logan Hesselman, and Trent Cornell. Trent Cornell had some opportunities to make plays in the first couple innings defensively. Now he's going to get a chance this half inning to do something offensively. But before that, we have to watch Sam Knickerbocker. And the first pitch is high for a ball. Google delivers, and that's a strike on the inside corner. Rick Beyer likes that inside corner. Well, that corner anyway, that's inside to Knickerbocker. That one missed inside. 2 balls and a strike. Sam had a good game in game one. He went 3 for 3, including a double. And that was high and tight. Sounds like a military haircut, right?
Yep.
And there's a shot out into left center field. It's going to fall in. Going to head out toward the warning track. Knickerbocker rounds first, takes the big turn, but heads back to the base. He's 4 for 4 on the day. That'll bring up Logan Hesselman. Now, Hesselman went 0 for 3. Ashton Kroll going in to run for Knickerbocker. He popped to short, flew out to right, and struck out. He's due. That pitch is high and away for a ball. Came into the day batting .500. And that's a foul ball. Jay, you're becoming very nonchalant about those. You didn't even flinch. I'm impressed. That missed our Marine Credit Union broadcast facility by no more than, 8 feet. That was outside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike. And that's a strike on the inside corner. Google is just catching that front inside corner in what is otherwise an inside pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. That's going to bring up Trent Cornell. He did have an at-bat in game 1. And he struck out in that at-bat. There's a high pop foul back toward the press box. And caught by Saran back near the screen. Tagging and advancing is Kroll. So, coming to the plate is Cole Tyman. He went 0 for 2 in game 1. Ashton Kroll at second now. Hands. Pitch caught the high part of the strike zone. Google looks at second and delivers. Swung on a miss, strike 2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. The timing goes down swinging, and the Cavaliers go down in the second. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We have played 2 innings, and it's the Cats nothing and the Sturgeons nothing on NLWN-TV.
NLWN-TV is excited to bring you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball. Our next game will be on Wednesday, June 10th, when the Cavaliers take on the Augusta Athletics from Jan Kruger Memorial Field in Augusta, Wisconsin. Coverage on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 6:30 p.m. That's Cavalier baseball on Wednesday, June 10th on NLWN-TV.
Get in touch with the roots of the Chippewa Valley at the Chippewa Valley Museum, located in Eau Claire's Carson Park, with a mission of connecting people to their community and inspire curiosity. From reinventing the Chippewa Valley, a century of change in farm life, the Farmhouse Theater, along with the Wisconsin Logging Museum and Logging Camp. Also, the Chippewa Valley Museum features special temporary exhibits and traveling exhibits, as well as web exhibits. The Chippewa Valley Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Call for more information at 715-834-7871.
And Tuesday from 5 to 7 p.m. and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. PBS Wisconsin is inviting community members to visit the Chippewa Valley Museum to share their personal reflections on America's 250th anniversary. Now, these reflections may be featured in My America at 250, a social media campaign designed to capture and amplify the diverse perspectives from Wisconsinites on what the anniversary means to them. No pre-registration required. Just show up. So for more information, call the museum at 715-834-7871 to take us through the middle innings. Here's Jay Falls.
And the 8th, 9th, and 10th batters for the Sturgeons are up. Carter Stelter was 1 for 2 in the last game. His first at-bat here in the nightcap. Ball's high, ball 1.
I've got Colton Turner at the plate. Is that 18? Yeah, it's Colton Turner at the plate.
Oh, okay. 0 for 3 in the first game. Krafke delivers. That pitch high.
You were just looking down at the on-deck circle, that's all. Carter Stelter's down there.
Three balls, no strikes.
No, it's 3-1.
3-1, okay.
Scoreboard's a little behind.
And that ball hit over to third base. Bemnister gets it over to Hesselman, but not in time.
Oh, Tim Wilson called him safe. And I think there's going to be a discussion here because Hesselman laid a tag on him. And yes, and they called him out. They corrected it. Rick Beyer corrected Tim Wilson. Wilson was watching the feet, and Hesselman got pulled off the bag, but he came down and swept down with the tag and got him with the tag. Now it goes as a 5-3 putout.
So Carter Stelter was 1 for 2 in the last game. And ball comes right across for strike 1. Krafke's delivery outside, ball 1. 1-1-1.
That was very close to what Rick Beyer has been calling strikes.
Pitch in the dirt for ball 2. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Had a different meaning to catching the corner that time because that's what it bounced right off the corner of the plate.
And a shot down the left field line, and that went foul.
Just barely. Maybe the width of the baseball foul. That was destined to be a double as it was heading toward the corner. Just an inch or two to the right, and it would have been there.
So Stelter back in. Rathke winds and throws. Pitch high, 3 balls, 2 strikes, a full count. The second baseman, Carter Stelter. And that pitch in the dirt for ball 4.
That's a second walk given up by Rathke.
So they'll bring up center fielder Evan Dennis.
He did not play in game 1.
Rathke's pitch outside, ball 1. Sturgeons 1 runner on. The only one is Stelter at first. Rathke not too worried about him. Sends the pitch over, and it's ball 2. Her strike caught the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rathke delivers. Strike 2.
Fastball on the outside third.
One ball, 2 strikes. And that ball hit down to first. Throw goes to second for the out, and back to Hesselman for the double play.
That was a real classy 3-6-3 double play.
So for the Sturgeons in the top of the third, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left. Score at the end of 2.5 innings, no score. Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Jim Falls Sturgeons on NLWN-TV.
Sunset House Motel and RV Park in Port Mansfield, Texas, is your destination for your next fishing or hunting adventure. With 20 rooms available including condos and RV spots, Sunset House Motel and RV Park is the place where outdoor sports people stay when they're looking for fishing and hunting adventure. Sunset House Motel and RV Park is located only a few blocks from the dock and is within walking distance to all the local restaurants. Call them at 956-944-2182 to book your stay. That's Sunset House Motel and RV Park in Port Mansfield, Texas.
Midwest Environmental Consultants, your partner and guide. From soil testing to landscapes, they cover it all. Lawn care and beauty, they're ready to call. With expertise in the ground, they'll analyze what's there. Call 608-4682-067 and let's get started. You deserve the best.
Welcome back to the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility at the historic Carson Park baseball field. We are in the bottom of the third inning of the second game of a doubleheader between the Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Jim Falls Sturgeons, and stepping into the batter's box, Riley Gapinski, the designated hitter. And the first pitch is inside for ball 1.
Kapinski went 1 for 3 in game 1 as he's trying to revamp his batting average.
And gets a hit. Yep, that'll do it. Out to the wall. Stand-up double to left field for Riley Gapinski. And that'll be a big boost to his batting average as he's now 1 for 1. Aiden
2 for
Pankrat.
4. 2 for 4 on the day.
Oh, okay. 1 for 1 in this game.
That's right.
Aiden Pankrat's now the batter. He's playing left field. Doing a great job out there for that. Shows bunt. Pitch ends up high for ball 1.
We've got some scores from the CRBL from their game ones. It was the Beef River Bullfrogs defeating the Bloomer Woodticks 7-6.
Catches the inside. Strike 1. 1-1. And that pitch catches the outside corner. 1-2. Kapinski waiting at second. Pitch is delivered. And ball goes right to second base. And that is caught by Gavin Thompson. Kapinski stays put at second. Now number 10 in the batting order, Trenton Palmer, the right fielder. We're playing right field in this game. Jackson Google fires back to second, but Kapinski gets back. And Kapinski going to go right back out to where he was leading before. Google looks, winds, and throws that pitch high for ball 2.
Got a couple other scores for you. This one actually matters to the Cavaliers. The Cadott Red Sox knocked off the Whitehall Whitetails 4-1. That's the Whitetails' first loss of the season.
And swing and a miss for Trenton Palmer.
And the Tilden Tigers defeated the Osseo Merchants 8-5. Those are all game 1 finals of doubleheaders.
And swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Trenton Palmer from Jackson Google. Riley Kapinski inching his way toward third. Google take a look back. Take a second look. Delivers the pitch inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Google checks back to second, winds and throws outside. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
He's being very careful with Trent Palmer. Palmer has upper 400s batting average, and a base hit would score a run. So he's nibbling around the edges and
inside for ball 4.
And I'm sure that as far as Google is concerned, he'd rather have that than a base hit.
Yeah. We're back to the top of the Cavaliers order. It's Brayton Tillman, the center fielder in this game. And he grounded out to the second base area. Google now has 2 runners to worry about. Delivers, pitches outside for ball 1. No score in this second game of the doubleheader. The Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Jim Falls Sturgeons. Cavs in the bottom of the third. Google checks Kapinski. And that ball hit foul down the third baseline. And is rolling out to the Cavs dugout, where one of the assistant coaches is going to get it. Google winds and throws. Bunt shown.
Looks like a missed outside.
Yeah. 2 balls and 1 strike.
See if Tillman shows it again. Whoa. We had a fine fall down out in left field, off the left field wall, and they've got to take care of that before the game continues.
Looks like they're, well.
Looks like one panel fell and the other one swung around.
Yep. So Jace Cota is going to take the one piece out of play.
And they're going to try and figure out what to do with the other piece. I think they're just zip tied to the fence. So if they were to just cut the ties, they could take it off and reconnect it later.
Plus there's a blue zip tie out there. They're securing it with something, it looks like.
You may be right.
So join us Wednesday night. Cavaliers back in action, this time on the road to Jan Kruger Field at Memorial Park in Augusta. They'll take on the Augusta Athletics in a CRBL South matchup. Coverage begins at 6:30 with the In the Dugout show, followed by the live play-by-play action. It's Cavalier Baseball, Wednesday night, June 10th, here on NLWN-TV.
And we're keeping our fingers crossed that we can get that game in. The weather forecast is not looking real good for Wednesday. It might get a little bit bumpy, and so we're just hoping we can get that one in. We've already got one to make up with the game in Osseo. I don't know what it is about us on Wednesdays. I don't know. Seeley, were you scheduled to work that game on Wednesday? You were in Osseo, and holy cow. Maybe it's Seeley working the games, because all of a sudden it's clouding up here, too. No, I don't mean that. Now we're ready to go.
And that pitch very inside, but Tillman took a swing at it, and it went foul.
Kind of a defensive swing.
Yeah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cavaliers have 1 out. Runners on first and second. Google checks back to second a couple of times, then throws, and that ball hit foul outside the first base coach's box. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Brayton Tillman. Kugel looking back at Kapinski, winds and throws. That ball hit to left center field, trying to get over there to get it is Cota, and he does catch it, and
they doubled him off.
They got him.
And he's awfully slow getting up. That's Pankratz. I think he might have hurt his wrist sliding into the base. Is that
Kapinski?
That's Kapinski, yes.
So we'll hope that he's okay. Sending others out to take a look at him as the inning comes to an end with Riley Kapinski in a lot of pain down there. But the third inning for the Cavs, there are no runs, 1 hit. There were no errors on behalf of the Sturgeons. And one base runner left. Score at the end of 3 complete innings of play. Eau Claire Cavaliers nothing. Jim Falls Sturgeons nothing. As Kapinski heading to the dugout. You're watching it on NLWN-TV.
NLWN-2 invites you to join us in our time machine and journey back to the 1860s for some vintage baseball with the Menominee Blue Caps. Our next broadcast will be on Monday, June 8th, as the Blue Caps will take on the Rum River Rovers and the Afton Red Sox from Carson Park in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. That's Vintage Baseball, Monday, June 8th on NLWN-2.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
From the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility at the historic Carson Park baseball field, no score through the 3 innings of the second game of this afternoon's doubleheader. Eau Claire Cavaliers and the Jim Falls Sturgeons scoreless. Join us tomorrow on NLWN-2 as we bring you vintage baseball featuring the Menominee Blue Caps. The Blue Caps host the Afton Red Sox at Carson Park. Coverage begins tomorrow at 7 p.m. That's on NLWN-2.
If you have never watched vintage baseball, we have a unique color commentator for that game. And he'll give you a lot of information about what vintage baseball is all about.
Tune in. That should be very interesting and entertaining. Base Coda leads off, top of the order for the Jim Falls Sturgeons at the top of the fourth, and he takes strike one. Coda also struck out when he was up last in the first inning. And that one whizzed by very closely to Coda for ball one, very inside. And that pitch low for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And Lily has told us it's starting to rain a little bit outside.
Oh.
Here, tucked in cozily into the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility, we don't notice that.
And ball hit sharply over to Bemnister. The throw to Hesselman gets him at first. 1-0.
And an awkward landing by Coda after he crossed the bag.
Mason Tester, the shortstop for the Sturgeons, is up now. He's the second hitter in the order. He flew out to the second base area when he was up in the first inning. Eli Rathke sends the first pitch outside for ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Second pitch goes outside as well, 2-0. Eli Rathke winds, delivers. That ball hit to Bemnister. Grabs it, no problem.
And then tries to throw it around the horn and throws it out in the right field anyway.
Well,
it's a different kind of around the horn.
Yeah, that's right. Better after a fly ball than another attempt. Bobby Soren steps into the batter's box. He flew out to first last time he was up in the first inning. Rathke's pitch catches the outside corner for strike one. 0-1, 2 outs for the Sturgeons. Second one inside for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch low, ball 2. 2-1. 2 outs for the Sturgeons. No base runners. And that ball hit out to short left field for a base hit for Bobby Soren.
That's the first hit for the Sturgeons in this game.
course, you're a pleasure. These hours from Dolo. Tips. Noah Dix, the courtesy runner for the Sturgeons at first. Rathke takes a long look, delivers. That ball hit long, but foul. Out of play. No. Liam Brennan, the batter, he's the right fielder.
There's a young
in the first time.
There's a young lady out there. You know, they say make hay while the sun shines. She's been out there in that Whipfley picnic area over there, and she's been retrieving balls left and right. Well, let's say all of them are left because that's where it is. But she's been chasing them all down and bringing them back to the souvenir stand and getting those dollar off tokens.
Rathke delivers. That one catches the outside third for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The delivery, that ball chopped over to first base, but it went foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Rathke winds, throws that pitch. Popped up to left field. Pankratz gets under it and retires the Sturgeons. So in the Sturgeons' top of the 4th inning, there were no runs, 1 hit, no Cavaliers errors, and 1 runner left. Score at the end of 3.5 innings of play. No score. Eau Claire Cavaliers 0, Jim Falls Sturgeons 0 on NLWN-TV.
When you have that craving for a home-cooked meal the way Mom used to make it, rest assured, you can still get that meal by going to Mom's Restaurant and Pub in Colfax. Mom's is open daily, serving breakfast and lunch, and don't forget dinner on Friday nights with Mom's famous fish fry. The coffee is always hot, the breakfast is always delicious, and lunch will put a smile on your face and in your stomach. 225 Bremer Avenue, Colfax. Call 715-962-4617. That's Mom's Restaurant and Pub.
In November of 2018, our daughter Jana passed away. The outpouring of support was unbelievable. Support that we received inspired us to start a foundation called the Jana Kelly Memorial Foundation. And through that foundation,
we've given back in a lot of different ways, through projects, through different other charities that we've supported. We like to help Humane Association, and the Ronald McDonald House is something that's very near and dear to us. We've also recently, this last year, we actually built a tiny house. It's really exciting to be able to give back in different ways.
to learn more or to help financially, would find us on Facebook or www.janakelly.com.
Now the Cavaliers' 4th inning is led by the second batter in the order, third baseman Xavier Bemnister, who was thrown out from shortstop in the first inning. Jackson Google still on the mound for the Sturgeons, winds and throws that pitch outside and high for ball 1.
Both pitchers are having real good performances in game 2. Rathke's only allowed 1 hit, and Google's only allowed 2.
The pitch outside, ball 2 to Xavier Bemnister. Google checks the sign, sends it out, and Bemnister bounces it off the corner of the Sturgeons dugout. Two and one. And that ball right down the middle for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, and Bemnister Hits it to the shortstop, and the throw from Tester to Turner makes the first out for the Cavaliers.
Well, at least Xavier's being consistent.
Yep.
Grounded to short twice.
Caden Erickson, the batter, he is the shortstop. Third in the lineup. Second batter here in the fourth inning for the Cavaliers. He flew out to first base. That ball hit to a left center, going back to get it, and tripping over Coda. Tester manages to hang on to that.
That was a pretty good catch that time by Mason Tester. He had to take a leap over Jace Coda, both of which had their eyes on the ball.
Sam Knickerbocker steps into the batter's box. He had a base hit in the second inning. Delivery is a ball outside. Next pitch inside. Ball 2-0. Scoreless between the Cavaliers and the Jim Falls Sturgeons. Game 2 of today's doubleheader. Full of doubleheaders today in the Chippewa River Baseball League. A pitch low and outside for ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. To Sam Knickerbocker, having a good day in the batter's box as well as behind the plate. And that pitch goes inside and low for a walk.
That's the second free pass given up by Jackson Google.
Logan Hesselman due up.
Mason Yarrington coming in as the courtesy runner.
Hesselman struck out in the second inning. That was his only other at-bat here in game 2. Pitch goes on the outside third for strike 1. Harrington with a little bit of a lead at first. That pitch goes outside. Ball 1. That pitch about in the same spot for ball. Or no, check that. That caught the outside corner for strike 1. 2-1. Google looks, sends the pitch in. That one outside, 3-1.
Google trying to paint the black. Hesselman trying to get a hit today.
Swing and a miss. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Google threw that fastball right past him. Yeah.
Google delivers outside for ball 4. And Hesselman on with a walk. That will bring up Trent Cornell, the second baseman. He flew out.
Popped
the catcher
right back against the screen. In the top of the third inning, the Cadott Red Sox and Whitehall Whitetails are all knotted up at 3.
That pitch fouled back into the screen.
Whitetails are at bat and they have the bases loaded with 2 outs.
Google looks back at second. Delivers. Pitch outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Goal. Looks at Yarrington, swing, and that one rolling off the top of the Cavaliers dugout where it will stay. It just did not have enough oomph to get over the edge there, and now it will drop behind. Check back to Yarrington, pitch delivered. That ball hit out into right field, drops into short right. Coming around third is Yarrington, and he will score.
So give Cornell a single. He went to second on the play at the plate, but he also picks up an RBI.
So 1-0. Cavaliers out. Number 1, Britton Bauer. And Britton Bauer now. The batter, pitch delivered, swung on and fouled. Back to the Sturgeons on deck circle. What? 0-1. Google delivers. Fouled straight back into the backstop for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Cavs lead 1-0.
Bauer made appearances in the first game as Sam Knickerbocker's courtesy runner.
And that pitch.
He went.
Strike 3. And so in the Cavaliers' 4th inning, they scored 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors and 2 runners left. Score at the end of 4 complete innings of play. The Eau Claire Cavaliers lead the Jim Falls Sturgeons 1-0 on NLWN-TV.
Debt doesn't have to be complicated. Let Marine Credit Union simplify your debt so you can feel good about your money. Schedule time to get started at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA. Marine Credit Union is rewarding you for making on-time loan payments with our My Loan Rewards program. Take out a loan, open a checking account with a qualified direct deposit, and get money back. Chart your course. Get details at marinecu.com. Federally insured by NCUA.
Welcome back to the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility at historic Carson Park baseball field. We've completed 4 innings of the nightcap of this afternoon's doubleheader. And the Cavaliers are up 1-0. Jay Fall, Rick Olson, Lily Sinnett, and Silly Bemnister bringing you this game, Game 2. And leading off is for the Sturgeons is Gavin Thompson. He's the second baseman, and he got on with a walk the last time he was up in the 2nd inning. And that ball caught the outside corner for strike 1. Eli Rathke still on the mound. The pitch bounces in front of home plate for ball 1.
In the top of the 4th inning, it's the Osseo Merchants leading the Tilden Tigers in Game 2 of their doubleheader, 6-3.
Rathke delivers. Ball popped up to short center field, and it drops right in between Tillman and Cornell.
Cornell thought that Tillman was going to call him off, and Tillman thought Cornell was going to take it, and the result is the ball landed almost exactly halfway between them.
So a base hit for Gavin Thompson brings up Brady Smith, the designated hitter. He flew out to right field when he batted in the second inning. Radke delivers right down the middle for strike one. Radke winds, throws, and scooting back was Brady Smith on the inside pitch. Ball one, 1-1.
Augusta Athletics are looking to pick up their first win of the season, but it's a non-league game.
And Smith pops the ball up near the first base area. Hesselman gets under it. That's Zelikowski now. Now extra hitter A.J. Schemenauer, who grounded out from third to first when he batted last in inning two. Head pitch low for ball one. Radke delivers, ball in the dirt. And Thompson just wasn't sure, so he got back to first.
Knickerbocker got on it pretty quickly. So that Augusta Athletics are leading the Abbotsford Merchants in the top of the eighth, 6-3, looking for their first win of the season.
Radke delivers, swing and a miss.
Of course, the Merchants are considering that a tune-up to get ready to play the Cavaliers on Wednesday. I'm excited because we get to go down and eat some of those great hot dogs they have.
See if they stay in the contention for the top dog award. That ball hit over to Bemnister. Bemnister throws to second to Cornell and over to first to Zelikowski for the double play. So 5-4, 4-3. Yeah. 6-3.
5-4-3 was the double three.
Okay.
It was a double play.
All right. So no runs, one hit, no errors, and no runners left. Score at the end, 4.5 innings of play. The Eau Claire Cavaliers won, Jim Falls Sturgeons nothing on NLWN-TV.
Auto Vision Center in Eau Claire, your source for auto glass repair and replacement. Their quality work comes complete with a lifetime warranty on workmanship. When it comes to windshield repair and replacement, Auto Vision Center provides mobile auto glass services with free estimates. So if your windshield needs help, call Auto Vision Center today. That's Auto Vision Center at 1631 North Claremont in Eau Claire. Call 715-834-5277.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers would like to take veterans out to the ball game. That's right. As a thank you for your service, any veteran of the United States military can receive a lifetime pass for free admission to all Cavalier home games. Just come to Carson Park with your veteran identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you a free lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games. That's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service.
The Eau Claire Cavaliers want to remind veterans of the United States military they can get a lifetime pass to all Cavalier home games simply by coming to Carson Park with your veteran's identification, and the Cavaliers will issue you your lifetime pass. It's just the Cavaliers' way of saying thank you for your service. Bottom of the fifth, Riley Gopinski leading off for the Cavaliers.
No, he's not. Ashton Kroll. Riley Gopinski was injured out at second base.
Oh, that's
earlier.
right. So Ashton Kroll Watches another ball, ball 2.
He did some courtesy running back in game 1 as well.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cavaliers lead 1-0 in the bottom of the 5th of game 2. That pitch outside for ball 3. Cavaliers won the first game over the Sturgeons 5-2.
So the thing is, they found the brooms. Now let's see if they can find a way to use them and get the clean sweep. Look at a very friendly wasp that just came floating through here.
A friendly wasp?
Well, he's over here flirting with Seeley.
No. And pitch goes inside for ball 4, and Kroll gets a free base.
And Seeley's not having any of it, by the way.
I don't blame her. I don't think a friendly wasp exists.
That's kind of an oxymoron, isn't it?
In Pancrahence is the batter, and the pitch from Google catches the outside corner for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Kroll, base runner at first. Google delivers, and strike 2.
Will Jacobson warming up in the bullpen for the Sturgeons.
Google checks over to Kroll at first. To the belt, then delivers. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 out for the Cavs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Trenton Palmer, the right fielder, coming to bat. And he got on by a walk in the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Jackson Google has some good heat coming for a guy who's not overly big.
Google. Pitch is fouled back
off the facade of the grandstand.
Google taking a long look for a sign. And the pitch. That one fouled back as well. No balls, 2 strikes. Cavaliers have 1 out in the bottom of the 5th. They lead the Jim Falls Sturgeons 1-0. Ball low and inside. 1-2 the count. Cole take a few steps off the bag at first. Google winds and throws. That ball hits solidly out to left field, and getting underneath it for the catch is Jace Coda for out number 2. That now brings us to the top of the order for the Cavaliers in the 5th inning. Brayton Tillman, the center fielder, flew out to left and was thrown out from second his last 2 times up. Google and delivers a good pitch, and that one is hit solidly out to center field. Evan Dennis gets underneath it for out number 3. So for the Cavaliers in the 5th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors by the Sturgeons, and 1 runner left. Score at the end of 5 complete innings of play. The Eau Claire Cavaliers 1, Jim Falls Sturgeons 0 You're watching it on NLWN-TV.
Honey, the kids are antsy. What can we do that will keep all of us entertained and won't break the bank?
How about we take them to the Cavaliers game? Tickets are inexpensive, there's popcorn, hot dogs, and other baseball treats, and great baseball action.
That's right, Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball, your best choice for affordable family entertainment. Check out the schedule at www.eauclaircavaliers.org.
From the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility at the historic Carson Park Baseball Stadium, you're listening and watching Eau Claire Cavaliers baseball. They lead the Jim Falls Sturgeons 1-0 as we come up to the top of the sixth. Due up for the Sturgeons, the 8, 9, and 10 batters in the order. Led off by Colton Turner, the first baseman. Wednesday night, Cavs are at Augusta. First pitch at 7. Our coverage begins at 6:30 with the In the Dugout show. Right here on NLWN-TV. Radke delivers. Colton Turner swings and misses. Strike one. Next pitch. Grounded to Bemnister at third. Throws over 2, and the ball gets by Delikowski. And Turner heads to second.
That's going to be an error charged to Delikowski. That was a very fieldable throw for first baseman. And he tried to scoop it rather than switch his feet and make the stop.
So that's the first error of the game. So now Carter Stelter, who walked in the third inning, as Rathke takes a look back at second, throws that pitch, and it's a little bit outside for ball one. Stelter with the lead at second. Rathke looks, winds, and delivers. That ball hits sharply out to left field. And fielding it is Pankratz, and he gets the ball back in to hold Stelter to a single.
And keep Turner at third.
So center fielder Evan Dennis now up. And Dennis sit into a 5.
You were right, 3-6-3.
3-6-3, okay. And then that pitch swung on, strike one. Runners at the corners for the Sturgeons. No outs. Rathke delivers. That ball rolls up the backstop. Strike two. One nothing Cavaliers. Jim Falls threatening here at the top of the sixth. Game 2. And that ball outside for ball one. 1-2. And that pitch high. 2-2. Radke delivers, catches the outside corner. And Dennis is caught looking. First out. And so Jace Coda, top of the order for the Sturgeons. He's the left fielder. Thrown out from third and struck out. Still runners on the corners, and Radke drills it over the outside corner for strike one.
When Eli gets in trouble, he goes back to that fastball and places it well.
Pitch outside, yeah. Oda was interested, but didn't take it. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners on the corners. Cavs up by 1, 1-0. And Coda leaning back on the inside high pitch for ball 2. 2-1. And that pitch catches the outside corner from Eli Radke. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jace Coda. And that ball chopped to third base. The throw over to first. And
Wilson called it
not
safe.
in time.
Tim Wilson said he was safe, so that's going to be an infield hit.
So the bases are now loaded with 1 out. Ryan Bemnister comes out to the mound for a conference.
I suspect this is more a defensive conference than anything, and to give Eli Radke a chance to catch his breath a little bit, settle down. And we do have activity going down into the Cavalier bullpen. James Schutte is heading down there to warm up.
So the defense goes back for the Cavaliers. Bases are loaded. 1 out. Cavaliers lead 1-0. We're at the top of the 6th. And that ball right down the middle from Radke for strike 1 to Tester. Radke delivers. Ball hit toward the third base's coach's box and nearly fielded there. Strike 2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And the second out of the inning.
That was
the Jim Falls
big strikeout right there.
Yep.
Threw the fastball right past him.
Now Bobby Saran, the catcher, steps up to the plate. He had a single to left and popped out to first. So Radke delivers that pitch outside. Ball 1. Bases are loaded. Cavaliers have a narrow 1-0 lead over the Jim Falls Sturgeons. And that ball hit right up the middle. 1 run will score. Stelter will score. And the Sturgeons take the lead. So, batting Liam Liam Brennan. Delivery, that one caught the outside corner for strike one. Jim Falls now leads 2-1 in the nightcap. Swing and a miss for strike two. Rathke delivers. That one low and inside for ball one. One and two to Liam Brennan. And struck him out. So at the end of 5.5 innings of play in the top of the sixth for the Sturgeons, there were 2 runs on 3 hits, an error, and 2 runners left. Score at the end of 5.5 innings of play. The Jim Falls Sturgeons take the lead 2-1 over the Eau Claire Cavaliers. And you're watching it on NLWN-TV.
Midwest Environmental Consultants, your partner and guide. From soil testing to landscapes, they cover it all. Lawn care and beauty, they're ready to call. With expertise in the ground, they'll analyze what's there. Call 608-468-2067 and let's get started. You deserve the best.
NLWN-TV is excited to bring you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball. Our next game will be on Wednesday, June 10th, when the Cavaliers take on the Augusta Athletics from Jan Kruger Memorial Field in Augusta, Wisconsin. Coverage on NLWN-TV begins with the In the Dugout show at 6:30 p.m. That's Cavalier baseball on Wednesday, June 10th on NLWN-TV.
And we are in the bottom of the 6th inning, and to take us the rest of the way through today's doubleheader, here's Rick Olson.
Well, thank you, Jay. Let's see if we can repair the damage that was done in that last half inning. As the Cavaliers are now trailing the Jim Falls Sturgeons 2-1 and leading things off in the bottom of the 6th is Xavier Bemnister, who's 0 for 2. At both times he grounded to short. Jackson Google works from the stretch. And he caught the outside corner for strike one. And he delivers. That one's outside. Counts even at 1-1. And the pitch. It's outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Shooty's just standing down there in the bullpen. He was throwing. There's a strike called on the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So I think he's probably warm, just waiting to be called in. Google delivers the 2-2. Strike 3 called. That's going to bring up Caden Erickson, who's 0 for 2. And here's the pitch. Swung on a miss, strike 1. Erickson had ideas of that one going over the fence. There's a foul ball back over the top of the press box. And that pitch is high for a ball. A ball and 2 strikes to Caden Erickson. Sam Knickerbocker on deck. And the pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. That's strikeout number 6 for Jackson Google. And Knickerbocker is 1 for 1. Singled in the second inning and then drew a walk his last time up. One of the 3 hits the Cavaliers have. That one's outside. 2 balls, no strikes to Sam Knickerbocker. Sam's actually 4 for 4 on the day. And there's a strike called. 2 balls and a strike. Jackson Google at the belt and delivers. That's high and away. 3 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch inside. Ball 4. Knickerbocker draws his second walk of the afternoon. That's going to bring up Jerome Delikowski. Mason Yarrington goes in to run for Knickerbocker. Delikowski was 0 for 2 in game 1. Swing and a miss. Took a big swing at it. Wind is blowing across from right to left. Strike called on the outside corner. Delikowski kind of shaking his head on that one. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 down. That's high for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yarrington takes his lead at first. And the pitch. Ground ball over to third, and it bounces past out into left field. Yarrington's going to hold up at second, and Delikowski's safe at first. I believe that's going as an error. Yes, it is. That's going to be an error on the Carter Stelter over at third. So the Cavs have 2 runners on. Tying run is in scoring position. Trent Cornell, who's 1 for 2. He singled to right his last time up. That'd be a real welcome thing to do again. High pop foul back over the top of us and hit the roof of the grandstand. Over the top of the Marine Credit Union broadcast facility. Google at the belt and delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And the pitch. That's outside. And the pitch. Outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, 2 on. And the pitch. Ground ball over towards short. Flip to second for the force. So Cornell gets credit for a fielder's choice. And it was 6-4 on the putout. So for the Cavaliers, no runs on no hits. There was 1 Sturgeon error and 2 were left on base. So we have played 6, and it's the Jim Falls Sturgeons 2, Cavaliers 1 on NLWN-TV.
Get in touch with the roots of the Chippewa Valley at the Chippewa Valley Museum, located in Eau Claire's Carson Park, with a mission of connecting people to their community and inspire curiosity. From reinventing the Chippewa Valley, a century of change in farm life, the Farmhouse Theater, along with the Wisconsin Logging Museum and Logging Camp. Also, the Chippewa Valley Museum features special temporary exhibits and traveling exhibits, as well as web exhibits. The Chippewa Valley Museum is open Tuesdays through Saturdays. Call for more information at 715-834-7871.
Tuesday from 5 to 7 p.m. and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. PBS Wisconsin invites community members to visit Chippewa Valley Museum to share their personal reflections on America's 250th anniversary. These reflections may be featured in My America 250, a social media campaign designed to capture and amplify diverse perspectives from Wisconsinites on what the anniversary means to them. No prior registration is required. Just show up. For more information, call the museum, 715-834-7871.
There you go, Jay. It's your chance at stardom.
Okay. My
Not that you don't get that here.
15 minutes of fame.
So we head to the top of the 7th inning. Jim Falls Sturgeons on top, 2-1. Gavin Thompson, Brady Smith, and A.J. Schemenauer are due up. And the first pitch to Thompson's outside for ball 1. Eli Rathke still on the hill. Check swing strike called. Shooty warming up again down in the Cavalier bullpen. We do have action going on down in the Sturgeons bullpen as well. That's a ball. And again is Will Jacobson throwing for the Sturgeons. That's down low. 3 balls and a strike. Rathke fires. That's outside for ball 4. And out comes Ryan Bemnister, and we are going to have a pitching change. So while we get that all figured up, we'll take this time out on NLWN-TV.
Oh, I don't see where you got your degree.
I don't have one. I went another route.
All right. I guess tell me a bit about your experience.
For 15 years, I've been managing logistics and mastering project management skills.
Wow. Sounds like you've got just the kind of skills and experience we're looking for.
Gerald the Fish. What about, like, Joaquin Bartholomew? Joaquin Bartholomew. Yeah. See ya. See ya. Joaquin Bartholomew. What? How did you think of that? I have no idea. since we gave him that title, he should honestly be the king of the pond.
King of the pond.
Yeah.
He's out there somewhere.
For real.
You want this one?
Oh, yeah, nice.
All right.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
The new rump on the bump for the Cavaliers is James Schutte. And the numbers for Eli Rathke. Rathke went 6+ innings, gave up 2 runs, neither of which were earned. On 5 hits, he walked 3 and struck out 4. Actually, a good performance by Rathke, but there towards the end, he was struggling with finding the zone. So, stepping up is Brady Smith. 0 for 2 in this game. Shows bunt. Puts it over towards third. Throw to first is in time. So the sacrifice is complete. So that's going to bring up A.J. Schemenauer. His last time up, he grounded into a 5-4-3 double play. Which is high. Schutte looking in, now looks over at second and delivers. Check swing down low. 2 balls, no strikes. And the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and a strike. The look at second, and now the delivery. That's a strike on the outside corner. Counts even at 2-2. And the pitch. Pop up foul territory. It's going to be out of play. Off the roof of the grandstand. And that's high and tight. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. We're in the top of the 7th inning. Cavs trail by a run, trying to keep it that way. And it's inside for ball 4. So Schemenauer draws the walk. It's going to bring up Colton Turner. Turner grounded to third and also got on a 2-base error. And the pitch, and that got him in the shoulder. So that loads the bases with 1 out. Carter Stelter comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1. Single to left his last time up. He also drew a walk. Swung on and missed for strike one. He may have actually gotten a piece of that, but either way, it's strike one. Shooty delivers. That one's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases are full. We're in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That's high. Counts even at 2-2. Strike 3 called. 2 down. Brings up Evan Dennis. Dennis grounded out to a first to short to first double play and also went down looking. So he's 0 for 2. Pitch is high and away for ball 1. Gavin Thompson on third. Trying to stay in that peripheral vision. Foul ball on a play on the left side. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 down. Shooty at the belt. And the pitch. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. To Evan Dennis. Foul back into the screen. The count's even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. AJ Schemenauer taking quite a secondary lead over at second. And the pitch. It's inside. Ball 3. The count is full. Everybody's going to be moving on this pitch. It's traveling time. And the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and they get out of the jam. James Shooty closes the door, and we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th because the Jim Falls Sturgeons got no runs on no hits. There were no errors, and the bases were left loaded. We've played 6.5, and it's the Sturgeons 2, Cavaliers 1 on NLWN-TV.
NLWN-2 invites you to join us in our time machine and journey back to the 1860s for some vintage baseball with the Menominee Blue Caps. Our next broadcast will be on Monday, June 8th, as the Blue Caps will take on the Rum River Rovers and the Afton Red Sox from Carson Park in Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. That's Vintage Baseball, Monday, June 8th on NLWN-2.
You're not gonna get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Welcome to the bottom of the 7th inning of this doubleheader. Cavs trying to find a way to pick up a couple of runs and walk this one off if they can and come away with the doubleheader sweep. Due up this half inning for the Cavaliers, we have Brayton Bauer, followed by Ashton Kroll and Aiden Pankratz, and the pitch is outside corner for a strike to Brayton Bauer. Bauer struck out his last time up. Jackson Google at the belt, and he delivers. That's high for a ball. And the pitch. Two balls and a strike. And that's high and inside for ball three. Cavs need base runners, so they're willing to get them on any way they can. Brayton Bauer with the 3-1 count. Google at the belt. And the 3-1 pitch. That's the get me over pitch. Cavs need base runners, so you take a 3-1. Now the count is full. Google delivers. And strike three called. That's going to bring Ashton Kroll. Kroll did draw a walk his last time up. And the first pitch to Kroll. That's a called strike. No balls and a strike. And the pitch. That's low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. We're in the bottom of the 7th. Cavs trail by 1. And the pitch. Outside ball 2. Google delivers. Foul back into the net. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hayden Pankratz on deck. And the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. The Ashton Kroll can't believe it. He thought it was high. I'll be honest with you, I agree with him, but that's what Rick Meyer said it was, so that's what it was. Brings up Aiden Pankratz with 2 down. Pankratz is 0 for 2, so he's due. Swing and a miss. Took a big swing at that one. Pankratz is the last hope here for the Cavs. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Chased after the high fastball. Last strike now for the Cavaliers. And the pitch. Strike 3 called. 3 straight looking strikeouts to end the game. And the Cavaliers drop the nightcap by a score of 2-1. And we will have our summary of that. We get to talking baseball right after this timeout on NLWN-TV.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
You've been watching Eau Claire Cavalier Baseball on NLWN-TV. This copyrighted presentation has been a production of the Northern Light Webcasting Network in conjunction with the Eau Claire Cavaliers and is intended for the enjoyment of the viewing and listening audience. Any broadcast, rebroadcast, or reproduction in any form without the express written consent of the Northern Light Webcasting Network LLC and the Eau Claire Cavaliers is prohibited. Stay tuned. Coming up next is Talkin' Baseball, with a look back at today's game. Time now for Talkin' Baseball with a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier game. And now, back out to the ballpark.
And we're back here at Carson Park, and we will have Cavalier manager Ryan Bemnister coming up to talk with us in just a little bit. But in the meantime, let's talk about this one a little bit. Cavaliers dropped game 2 of this doubleheader by a score of 2-1. And just couldn't get the bats going. Jay, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it was quite a change from the first game where they had the Cavs had a five-run third inning. But yeah, just couldn't get the offense going. And I think there was also a crucial error in there that helped score the 2 runs for the Sturgeons as well. So
yeah, we should point out that those 2 runs the Sturgeons scored were unearned runs. They still count on the scoreboard, but they were unearned runs. And so that's kind of where we're stuck with. Winning pitcher in game 2 was Jackson Google. He went the distance. And losing pitcher was Eli Rathke. He went 6+. He did give up the 2 runs, although he did not give up any earned runs in the process. The Sturgeons had 2 runs on 5 hits. They committed 1 error. Cavaliers had 1 run on 3 hits, and they also committed 1 error. That makes the Sturgeons record 6 wins and 5 losses. Cavaliers, after today's doubleheader split, are 6-3 overall and 4-3 in the Chippewa River Baseball League. And we are waiting for manager Ryan Bemnister to come up and talk with us. And we will get to that right after this timeout on NLWN-TV. And we're back here at Carson Park talking with Cavalier manager Ryan Bemnister. And, well, I guess a split's better than a punch in the nose.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's about all you can say. The bats just didn't come through for it in game 2.
No, that's baseball, and that's having 10 days off in the middle of a season. Makes no sense to me, but yeah, that's what it is.
And the one day that the players were planning on having batting practice, about the same time as they were getting ready to have batting practice, thunderstorm comes rolling through.
Yeah.
So, oh well, so much for that idea. It was a good idea while it happened.
Yeah.
And so, here, Jay, you want to? Oh, never mind. I was just thinking Lily was trying to get a hold of you from out there on the tower, but that's okay. Anyway, first game. Really nice pitching performance by Andrew Milner. Cavs came through, bats swung hard, and you got timely hits when you needed them. Game 2, unfortunately, you had a good pitching performance by Eli Rathke, and the bats just couldn't do anything for him.
No, that's a disappointing part. Just wasting a great start like that for Rat is a little disappointing, and having Millie have to work a little harder to get through his. But like I said, the bats were cold, and that's what happened today.
So you come away with a split. You got a little bit of help today as Cadott. I don't know how the second game turned out, but Cadott did defeat Whitehall in the first game of their doubleheader. So you got a little bit of help. So you shouldn't be losing any ground in the race, and so things are not looking bad. It's just frustrating today.
Yeah, it's been frustrating all year with that kind of stuff, but we just got to wash it away and look at Wednesday and go against Augusta, and that's what we're looking at.
And we'll go down to Augusta. We'll have some time playing baseball and then eat some hot dogs.
Some good hot dogs down there.
Okay. Any other thoughts about? I did mean to ask. How is Riley Gopinski?
Good. I'm glad you asked. Otherwise, I would say something. He's going to be okay. He's going to be out for a little while. I think he's going to probably lose his thumbnail. So we're going to see how it goes from there. Yeah, he just kind of
gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, yeah. You can basically lift it off to the point where it hurts, and so it'll be falling off here pretty soon. But yeah, it's just bad luck for him. That good play by the left fielder there, and he went in, and the guy in the middle of the infield had a spike sitting out, and he just happened to slide into him. So it's just bad luck, but here's what it is.
Any thoughts about the performances by your two new players, Trent Cornell and Brayton Bauer?
Yeah, I thought their approaches today were pretty good. Bauer's a little wet yet because he's still just out of high school and stuff like that. But it's Brighton. Sorry.
Brighton, okay.
But he's got quick, good skills out there for being able to read a pitcher, and he's going to be a very good asset for us for on the bases and stuff like that. And we know what we got in Cornell just because of the history that we know him. He's going to be a good bat, and I guess you want to say good luck, that we got a second baseman when we lost our second baseman. So, hopefully there won't be too much of a hiccup there, but he's pretty smooth out at second. So, I'm very happy with those two guys, and now we're full force, and we'll go from there. I just hope, we want Riley to get back quick because his bat was heating the back up again. So.
And we even commented about that, about how he was trying to put some life back into his bat, which we know he has.
Yep.
And it just hadn't happened yet. And but we had no sooner said something about that, and he sends that double out to left center field. And
I was really happy about that and stuff. And he had a lot of family here today too, also. So, but it's a disappointing thing for him. I'm just glad he's okay. And we just like I said, just got to wash this one away. And we talked about this in the beginning of the year. Jim Falls is an improved team, so.
And they're showing it.
Yeah, they are showing it. They're getting younger, and it's good for them, and they're a fun team to play. So it's, the rest of CRBL should take notice of this kind of stuff, and every team's getting better. It's getting harder to be, an 18-2 team. You're going to see a lot of 15-5 and 12-8s. So
okay.
I think the league is just really good, and I touched on that early in the season.
What the NFL says too. There's parity.
Yeah, that's what it is, and that's you got to be ready to fight every day that you play. So, and today the bats weren't ready to do that for us.
Well, thank you for joining us today, and I guess we will see you on Wednesday.
Sounds good.
And we'll be back right after this timeout on NLWN-TV.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
And we're back here at Carson Park, and Jay, final thoughts?
Yeah, tough one offensively for the Cavaliers, but they have an opportunity to get right back into it on Wednesday night with Augusta. So hopefully the bats will come alive here as they get more time to do that.
And the Cavs record goes to 6-3 overall, 4-3 in the CRBL, and looking to improve that on Wednesday against the Augusta Athletics. So,
Today's Eau Claire Cavalier games are brought to you by Marine Credit Union with offices in Eau Claire at 3604 Oakwood Hills Parkway, whose team is there to guide you. Menominee or Mom's Restaurant and Pub, comfort food the way Mom used to make it. Midwest Environmental Consultants, lawn care and soil testing experts for Western Wisconsin. Auto Vision Center, windshield repair and replacement on North Claremont Avenue in Eau Claire. Slayton's Technology, the official IT provider for the Northern Light Webcasting Network. The Sunset House and RV Park in Port Mansfield, Texas, your best choice for your next hunting and fishing adventure. And the Chippewa Valley Museum, where you can connect with the roots of the valley in Carson Park. We hope that you will thank these fine sponsors by doing business with them as they bring you Eau Claire Cavalier baseball here on NLWN-TV.
So for Jay Fall and Lily Sinnett on the camera, Seeley Bemnister on the computer in Game 2, Dan Petchow on the computer in Game 1. Cavaliers split their doubleheader today, winning the first one 5-2, dropping the second one to the Jim Falls Sturgeons 2-1. And you've been tuned to Talkin' Baseball on NLWN-TV.
You have been tuned to Talkin' Baseball with a wrap-up of today's Eau Claire Cavalier baseball game. This has been a presentation of NLWN-TV.
In the heart of a small town where the rivers flow, there's a spirit rising up and it's starting to grow. Carson Park's the place where dreams come alive. Eau Claire Cavaliers, the reason we thrive. With the crack of the bat and the roar of the crowd, we spell baseball magic and we shout it out loud. For over 50 years of history, pride and cheer. In this town, we're all family, the love sincere. Eau Claire Cavaliers, we wear it with pride. Big time baseball in a small town ride. From the bases to the bleachers, hear the fans sing. For the love of the game, together we bring. In this town standing tall, we always belong. With Eau Claire Cavaliers, we'll keep singing our song. Through the ups and the downs, we'll face every fight. With grit in our hearts, we'll shine ever bright. Eau Claire Cavaliers, we wear it with pride. Big time baseball in a small town ride. From the bases to the bleachers, hear the fans sing. For the love of the game, together we bring. So raise up your voices, let the stories be told. In Eau Claire's pure heart, our legacy bold. With the Cavaliers shining like stars in the night. Big time in a small town, forever in our sight.